That's pretty cool. Do you have to
That's
pay
not
extra?
bad.
Do you have to pay extra for it to light up in flames? Or does it just do
free.
that on its own? Okay, cool. Awesome. Well, let's head into the newsroom.
Stop the music. It's time for news.
Oh, boy, howdy, do we have a lot of news. So let's head on over and talk to Jeff Sills. All the drone news you'd ever want to know about. What's happening, Jeff?
Okay, well, so this week, if you if you guys have been, I don't know, buried under a small rock or just don't look at the YouTube or news channels at all, you probably already know that Unique has come out with a new drone, which is the Mantis G, and everybody's talking about this thing.
Okay.
This tutorial shows you how to use the cinema mode.
Oh, it's a tutorial.
The cinema mode is designed to make camera flights and pans as steady and smooth as possible.
So if you look at it really quick, it kind of looks like,
begin,
what kind of drone is that?
Mantis.
If you looked at it really quick, what is that?
Looks
Tap
like a
on
map.
the icon.
Yeah,
for advanced
so it's
flight
the Unique
options,
Mavic.
Then on cinema. Now you're ready. Please note that
Well,
in
they had
cinema,
the
drone
Mantis
needs a
Q,
larger
which
airspace.
was also
Turning,
similar in
especially
build. The Mantis
acceleration
G
and
is essentially supposed to be an improvement on the Mantis Q.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So
This is intended so
they're
that
touting a
the
33-minute flight time, 4K camera, it has a gimbal, it has an extended range. It uses 2.4 and 5 gigahertz, redundancy control.
Right.
All in all, it could be an interesting drone to, I guess, contend with other drones in the market. We'll have to see. Nobody's actually gotten their hands physically on one yet, so I'm gonna hold off my opinion until I actually see the thing flying.
Do we have a price yet?
Yeah, it's going to be about $400 some.
About $400.
That's what I saw. Here's the thing that you have to remember when it comes to drones. Do you trust it? You know?
Yeah.
Unique, unfortunately, has a reputation, not as bad as the Karma, but it has a reputation for not being as dependable as DJI products. Now, right now, I could have a DJI drone hovering outside and just put the controller down, and I wouldn't worry about it because I know that it would stay where it is, and then when the battery ran out, it would land from where I took off, and I would not worry about that at all. I've used them enough to where I trust it. So if you have a drone that you trust, that you like, that whether it be a DJI product or not, if you trust it and like it and it works for you, there's really no reason to go run out and buy the latest and greatest thing. So don't feel bad if all these new drones start coming out and you can't afford one, or if you have one that works, just keep it and use it.
Not only is Unique doing this, but Parrot has introduced their Anafi FPV version of their drone, and the Anafi FPV is essentially an Anafi drone with some of the little, I guess, plastic goggles you slide your phone into to give you the FPV experience. They tout it's supposed to be in competition with Mavic 2 and the DJI goggles, which don't feel that's remotely close to being the same. So,
Kelly, do you have goggles for your and
I do.
will it work if you wanted to put them on the Karma? Could you do it?
Sure I could. Yeah, I've never even thought about using it. Just because all I do is film houses. I mean, that's it. That's my drone life. It's just one house after another, or sometimes I go out and film a few acres and it's tree. Here's a tree.
I use goggles when it's really bright sunshine out.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Because I feel like I can get a depth perception sense better. But anyway, moving on. What's next?
all right, so moving on, we have a Carmel grad who has created a drone ID service to help track what drones are in the sky.
Right now, there's not a strong way of enforcing rules with drones in the air, but Aaron Pierce is working to change that.
They're a very easy technology to use and have a wonderful amount of use to them, but providing this identification piece helps to make sure that we can get the right folks that have the right credentials to actually go, say, perform that flight at a concert or wherever else it may be, while making sure that we don't have someone who's bringing an aircraft in, even if they have no ill intention, but help to prevent that unwarranted risk from playing a factor in that public event.
Pierce says what he's doing plays a role in helping to prevent that from happening here in the U.S. He says the threat that it could happen here is actually so real that the Department of Justice told Congress that there will be an incident. Now, the FAA is working on a rule for remote identification drones right now, which was mandated to them by Congress last year.
Okay. And that's the future, really. You know, some years from now, if you fly a drone without this digital license plate, then you're going to be a pirate. You'll be a pirate drone. You'll be an outlaw. Thank you so much. Is that our first Super Chat of the night?
That's it.
Robert Casto. Thanks for all you do. Thank you, Robert. That's awfully nice of you. And by the way, we have super stickers as well.
Stickers, I like stickers, yes I do.
Don't you?
Stickers.
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 I like stickers more than you.
Everybody, stickers. Now back to the news.
All right. So, as you guys are aware, Hurricane Dorian is causing all sorts of fun stuff along the Florida coast and moving its way north. DJI has been working very closely with a lot of the agencies in Florida to unlock geofencing restrictions and assist in being able to provide, I guess, easier access
For emergency services?
For emergency services. Also for operators that are F1 or Part 107 certified that are working with some of these agencies as well. They have been unlocking the geofence for those individuals that have identified as being, assisting with that. So it's yet another perfect example of DJI assisting with, these tragedies that come up every so often.
Very good.
Okay, so next we have Misato, Japan. This small town aims to be the first in its area to make parcel deliveries.
Misato Town aims to be the first local area in Japan using drones to make parcel deliveries. The drone initiative is a response to those problems. Misato is located in western Japan's Shimane Prefecture. It has drawn up an initial plan to deliver packages from the town hall to its community centers. The facilities will be fitted with storage batteries to recharge drones during stopovers. Eventually, the town authorities aim to ship goods by drone directly to the homes of residents. The local government will present a budget that includes the cost of the project to the town assembly on Tuesday. The next step is to win approval from the transport ministry. If all goes according to plan, Misato hopes to start test flights next year.
Did you see that one dude when he was taking the package off? Let me see if I can. Yeah, it was
With the helmet on?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Stuck his head down in between the blades.
Right. He it looked like he was.
If
it was
in
on-
western Japan's Shimane Prefecture, it has drawn up.
Oh,
an
it was
initial
up. Okay, so that's right there at chop your face off height. I mean, that's an accident waiting to happen right there. Sorry, that's poor design. Maybe use a table. Hey, table. Just thinking, table. You're
That's
welcome.
the biggest problem with parcel delivery right now is that there's no viable way of actually taking the parcel from the drone and getting it to like the front door or wherever it's supposed to be going. That part of the whole delivery service I don't think has really been mapped out all that well yet.
Yeah, because you'll chop your face off.
You could chop your face off. But hey, if you get the tube socks that fast, isn't a little bit of your nose gone worth it?
We've got two cheeks. I can live with one.
Yeah.
All right, so next in the news we have the RoboBee X-Wing unmanned aerial vehicle. This is one of the smallest UAVs that's been made.
That's not it. That's a big one. This is the little one right here.
Oh.
That's the little one. Weighing in at 259 milligrams, this wonderful little device has, I guess, it flaps 170 times per second to maintain its flight. It has one fatal flaw, though. Because it can't have a battery, it uses light to charge itself and keep it in flight. And the only way they can fly this thing is to put it under a combination of halogen and LED lighting, because basic sunlight is not enough to keep it in the air.
Right. And
So-
it has another flaw, and that is that it carries bubonic plague. Doesn't it look like a skeeter? I mean,
It looks like a skeeter.
if that landed on my arm, I'd be like, slap. That's it.
Yeah.
No more Skeeter. So,
All right. So next we have, I guess, another one of these delivery or cargo drones, but this one is considerably larger. I love the name of this one, though. Elroy.
Elroy?
Yes, Elroy is a VTOL aerial cargo UAV. It can handle 1,215 pounds.
Wow. It can carry my ex-girlfriend. Oh! Come on! Sorry, that was insensitive.
In this full-scale test flight, it actually reached a height of 10 feet and hovered for 64 seconds.
Sorry, ex-girlfriend. Wow. Look at that thing.
10 feet high? What? It only reaches 10 feet in height?
No. That was part of the test flight. This was the full-scale system test flight for that device. They didn't take it up to its full height.
Oh, I was going to say the Karma beats that by at least 5 feet.
Okay.
The car.
Too funny. Okay, so previously in our news stories, we talked about the Raptors Toronto drone flight. The Raptors had won this NBA championship game, and somebody had flown over all the crowds, and we commented on the fact that this was a fairly risky thing to do. But,
Fairly.
Obviously. Yeah, we had the Transport Canada has found the person that flew this particular flight, and they have been fined nearly $3,000 for the violations. There were 11 violations identified in this particular video, as well as a second video that the person shot.
And how much were they fined?
$3,000 roughly.
Okay. Hang on. Thank you. This just in. Apparently that person made $7,000 from posting the video. So, worth it. Right? I mean, you have to think about, they probably made some money from that, smashing somebody's face. I get a lot of cash. I don't know.
Well, the really nasty one of all of the violations that he had was, and this is what you don't see in the video, was that he was 3 nautical miles away from an airport, flying within the Toronto skyscrapers. So that's, serious no.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'd do it for $7,000 though. No, I wouldn't. I would not do that. Don't do that. That's bad. Ken says no. Ken is just joking. Bad Ken.
Okay. All right. So SpaceX recently gave us this amazing footage. They did a Starhopper flight test. This is their new capsule that they're working on. And the flight test was for it to take off vertically, transition, and then land again. And they got this amazing drone footage.
This is awesome. This is like the future. Back in the 20s when you see those black and white films are like, the vision of the future. Everyone will have rocket packs. I mean, we're here. This is it now. Brought to you by Ovaltine. I mean, doesn't that even looks like a 20s version of what the future would look like, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's like one of those retro rockets. Everyone will have a rocket in their driveway. Junior will head off to school in his own little rocket-powered wagon. Stuff like that. That is amazing. Look at that.
Wow.
Wow.
Scorched earth.
Welcome to the future.
SpaceX has proven now over the past several years that they have mastered the ability to take a rocket up into orbit and then bring it back down and land it on a pad. And they have some spectacular videos on their channel showing the technology in action. But this is the first time that it's going to be applied to a manned aircraft, which is very interesting.
Oh,
yeah.
So would you ride it?
Yes. Yes.
I was just going to say, nope. I mean, as cool as it is, have you seen the fail videos?
Yes. Buckle me in. I'll ride it.
Sure, why not? It will either be really fun or you'll be vaporized. Brought to you by Ovaltine.
As long as you got a sponsor.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool.
So, all right, we'll bring this back down to ground level. In China, they have a proof of concept. They've been deploying an army of drones to fight a crop-devouring pest in southern China. And after a year of doing this, they have recorded that the mortality rate of the pest is at 98%. So in other words, Ken Rocky.
Oh,
He's
no,
gone.
you
He's
just
leaving.
keep going, man. See, look. Sorry to interrupt.
No, that's perfectly fine.
I moved from a place with central air to a place with not central air, and so I was actually using the Loom Cube sign to direct the cold air onto me, but it was blowing across the microphone. I could hear it go, and some dudes in his pad like kicking back with giant speakers, and it's like, I just didn't want to annoy that dude. Brought to you by Loom Cube.
Yes. That's what I was waiting for right there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So this is proof of concept that the drones are very effective at being able to apply the stuff to kill these pests. And with such a high mortality rate, the accuracy of the drones and the dependability of the drones has proven that these will work very well in the agricultural environment.
That's great. More good news for drones. Love it.
All right. So for me, this one was one of my favorites because I love old abandoned places. There was a gentleman that took his drone out and filmed an abandoned Soviet weapon testing site in the Caspian Sea.
That's cool. How far offshore is that?
I'm not sure about how far offshore it is. The facility, it's 2.7 kilometers off the coast.
Okay.
It is a 5,200 square meter compound that featured a hotel, a library, and a basketball court for the workers as they carried out weapons tests. The tower is where they would view the torpedoes that they would test at the facility to, I guess, monitor the success or failure of those particular weapons.
So it had a basketball court?
Yes, it did.
Who was that comedian? He would say something like, "In Soviet Russia, basketball dunks you."
What was his name?
Yakov something. Wasn't it Yakov?
Yakov Smirnov. Yeah.
Smirnoff.
Yeah, Yakov Smirnoff. Yeah. In Russia, basketball dribbles you. That was his whole act. Oh, this thing is cool, man. Look at that thing.
Yeah, it's an amazing facility, great footage, and I love the abandoned stuff. It's always fascinating to see these things.
By the way, name that song.
No
That's
idea.
that's the I have no idea.
The Russian national anthem.
Only
if I were-
Yakov Smirnoff would know that.
You're
If I
welcome,
was
Yakov.
Russian, I would have known that. Obviously.
Yeah, oh yeah. Our two Russian viewers are like, hand over to heart, whatever they do. Stand for the flag.
The next video was a little bit on it actually made me jump out of my chair the first time I watched this. This was posted online recently, an eagle strike on a drone.
Oh yeah. Look at that. Oh! Now,
yes.
here's something I know about eagles. They're smart. They will get at the horizon so that you don't see them coming for prey.
Yeah.
So you don't see him because he's right there at the horizon level, and then he'll just pounce. See him?
Oh wow.
Like,
Yeah.
boom. Eagles are smart,
and
man.
that's what had me completely jumping out of my seat the first time I saw the video, was that I wasn't expecting, I didn't see it coming. I was like, wow, that was spectacular footage.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of spectacular footage, we've got this one for you, Ken, because you're doing your micro FPV stuff.
Yeah.
And Andrew Murphy took his micro FPV to a gem and gave us this fantastic footage.
So, this is really cool and everything. What do you think he used? Probably a tiny whoop?
I think he used a toddler with a camera strapped to him.
Yeah. Well, I hate to reveal this dude's secret, but I will here in a minute. It's not as spectacular as you might think.
What?
Yeah, there's a secret to this. And I will reveal it right about now as we reverse it and play it in the direction that he actually filmed it. Because dude didn't fly backwards through all that stuff. So this is the original flight. Am I right or am I right? In the chat, let me know what you think. Because there's no way he flew backwards through all that stuff. No way. This is what he did.
Is that also the original music?
Well, the music played forwards when the video was backwards. So now the music plays backwards when the video is forwards. You see what I did there?
Okay.
I'm pretty clever that way. Good.
Andrew did explain in the article that it took him 22 attempts to get the final shots.
Right. Because there was like insects flying backwards and stuff like that, and people walking backwards in there would have given it away. I don't care if he sees this. Dude flew forward, ran it backwards. Guaranteed.
We all do it.
But hey, it was still, I couldn't fly that way, even forwards. So good job.
Yeah, still some amazing footage.
Absolutely. Not taking anything away from it.
And to put a capper on the news, this one is for you, Ken, because you love FPV, you love adrenaline, you love excitement, and this has all of it because this is acro paragliding meeting the FPV.
Oh, cool. Now, I would do the FPV part, but I wouldn't do the hang from the half a parachute thing.
Wait till you see this guy get going, though.
Yeah. Oh, he's doing flip-de-doos.
What?
Why is he doing that?
Because he's an acrobatic paraglider.
What? You're not supposed to do flip-de-doos? Wow, that's really impressive.
Oh yeah.
But dangerous, right?
Yes. This is one of the more dangerous forms of paragliding.
Wow. I wouldn't do that. I just.
This was filmed in Norway by Viso Otrov, and Iliko Iliev was the FPV pilot.
Oh, okay. So it looks like they're flying over a fjord.
A fjord? Yes.
Fjord!
They have a few of those in Norway, I think.
It's not a bay. It's a fjord! I'd go there, but I can't afford it. Oh! Come on! That is awesome.
That's insane.
That is some amazing flying.
Wow. Jeff, would you ever do that?
Absolutely.
You would?
Yeah. I'd love to learn how to do that.
That's awesome. I mean, you're pretty much out there just on your own, just flying like a... What is it? You're flying... Kelly, what is it that he's flying like a...
an airplane. A helicopter.
Right. No, it's not a helicopter. It's not an airplane. What is it?
Flying like a...
What is it, Jeff? Jeff knows. What is it? Flying like a...
It's a bird.
Oh, okay. Flying like a bird. All right. Well, Jeff, thank you very much for the news. Appreciate it. Thanks for being on. Is there anything else you'd like to say before we let you go?
I would like to say one thing. It has been 1 year since I received the Phantom and repaired it and got it back up in the air. So be on the lookout for a video on my channel where I'll talk about what it's been like after a year with a repaired drone, what is good, the pros, the cons.
And what's the name of that drone?
That is the Heron bird.
Oh, well, everybody's heard about the bird.
Crap.
The bird's a winner, well, a bird, bird, bird. The bird is a winner, well, a bird, bird, bird. Well, a bird is a winner, well, a bird, bird, bird. The bird's a winner, well, a bird, bird, bird. Well, a bird is a winner, well, a bird, bird. The bird's a winner.
Look what you did. You made Jeff's hair fall out.
Love you, mean it. Thanks for everything, Jeff. Appreciate it.
Goodbye.
Okay, bye.
Thanks for stopping by. Now get out.
Oh, boy, that Jeff. He sure is tolerant, isn't he?
I love that guy.
Oh. All right, so we're going to call our guest here in just a moment. But first, I wanted to share a video.
Okay.
And let's see. Oh. All right. I probably shouldn't have hung up on Jeff. But, all right. Do you... No, I'll have to play this later. Part of it's not for kids. I want to play it, though. Do you know... All right. I'll play it. I'll play the first part. Okay. Do you know the guy named Ty that usually appears in the DJI tutorials? All right. If you've ever gone to a DJI tutorial, then you know our guy Ty.
Hey, I'm Ty, and you're watching the DJI Spark tutorial video series. In this video, we'll show you how to fly Spark with its remote controller. In part 4 of this series, we'll discuss how to fly with just a mobile device.
You know this guy, right? He's like this
Now to get started,
chiseled,
remote controller, then the
you know, just
All right, that's
perfectly healthy,
now
you
know
know,
the basics of flying Spark with the
fantastically good-looking spokesperson type dude, right?
Yeah, look at that hair.
I mean, we all can't be as good-looking as me and Ty.
That's a good point.
So, that dude, I know his name's Ty, but I need to know his last name. I want to invite him on the show.
Oh.
I'd love to talk to him. I don't know if he's still working with DJI, but certainly if he's not, they've given him some kind of non-disclosure agreement, don't you think? Because you know he knows some secrets. I'd love to hear a little bit behind the filming process for some of those tutorials, because some of them
you need contact information for him.
Yes, if anybody knows a way to get a hold of Ty. Now, he was
Tater Rogers says his last name is Your Shoe.
I wish I could give him a super chat. There, this is one for you. Oh man, that's awesome. Last name, Your Shoe. That is hilarious. I didn't even consider that. Wow. All right, so kids watch this stream, right?
Sure.
Okay. If you have any kids watching, maybe the next 3 minutes might not be for them. Okay.
Okay.
Because Ty made another video, and I want to share it, and it's it's just ridiculous. It's got a ridiculous premise. I gotta bring Jeff back. I gotta bring Jeff back. Maybe we can bring Jeff back.
Does Ty have some skeleton in his closet? Is this something from the archives that he doesn't want anyone to see?
No, he's clearly proud of it.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I want to bring Jeff back. Hopefully we can bring Jeff back. Jeff, are you back? He already went and started cooking dinner for his kids or something.
He's mowing the grass.
Jeff, you there, bud?
What in the world?
They're up.
Doing
Hey,
calling me back.
hey, yeah, he's out. He doesn't even watch the show. So, hey, Jeff, we're talking about DJI Ty.
Okay. Oh God.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. And I played a tutorial video so everybody can kind of know who he is. But I'm kind of weary about playing the video that you sent me a link for. Is that? It doesn't show anything bad or have any bad words, but it does mention.
No. It is not. It doesn't have any bad words or anything like that. I mean, it does make obvious references to the product and what it's for. But
yeah.
it's more fun watching Ty do this.
Is this a real product?
As far as I can tell, it is.
I say it's
could be
not.
wrong, but
does anyone in the chat know what I'm talking about?
Jeff, would you let one of your 11 kids watch this video? Yes or no?
I can tell you that my two oldest have watched the video and laughed their butts off because they know who Ty is.
It was small kids' heads. It acknowledges the existence of an adult product.
Oh.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I don't know what's going on with my internet. Are we back?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not paying $1,000 a week for the fastest internet possible. Are we back now? Are we back? Am I back? Am I back? Are we streaming?
Yes, we are now.
Jeff, you there, bud?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, good. We're back. Okay. So do you? Oh, I hope YouTube doesn't do that thing where it messes up the voices and you start sounding like a old kung fu movie. You come over here and yeah. All right. So I'm gonna play this. If you have any people watching that might ask questions, then just like plug their ears for a minute. But this is hilarious, and I think it's fake. And I'm gonna hang up on Jeff right now, just so we have a little bit more bandwidth. Bye, Jeff.
You guys love this.
Okay, see ya. All right, bye. All right, so it's just us again. All right, gonna play it. Are we good to play this? Everybody good? Okay.
Would I let my 11-year-old daughter watch this?
No, I don't think so.
Interesting.
Yeah. So let's play it.
There's no bad words?
No bad words.
Oh.
I'm gonna play it. Here we go. This is our guy Ty, DJI Ty. Here you go.
Having super strength has its perks around the house. Like this. Or this. Or this. I don't feel like opening it. But my powers don't help me overcome my struggle with pornography. The problem with quitting porn is that it doesn't matter how strong you are. It won't work if you try alone. You need a sidekick. Batman needs Robin. Ant-Man needs the Wasp. And I need... Jeff. He's my best friend, even though he doesn't have powers.
Or do I?
You don't.
But maybe I do.
He doesn't.
Yet.
He won't.
But maybe.
Introducing Covenant Eyes, the app that helps you fight porn by keeping you accountable.
So, on and
Before
on it
Covenant
goes.
Eyes, I often found myself feeling weak in tempting situations.
Okay, I'm gonna stop
But now,
Isn't that crazy? What's up with that, man? Is that a real thing? That's not a real thing. Come on, that's not a real thing. Kelly,
I think it might be a real thing. I think it could be.